Hello everyone, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be giving a complete introduction to Arduino. And so this video I'm going to be answering some popular questions like what is an Arduino? What are the advantages of using Arduino over other microcontroller platforms? And then I'm also going to be answering what Arduino would be best for you. And also I'm going to cover more things about Arduino and answer more questions. And so without further ado guys, let's get this introduction started. Okay, so now what is Arduino? Arduino is an open source platform, which means that we can take all the Arduino circuits and we can modify them based on our own needs. And so basically, our Arduino is basically like a computer, but not actually like a computer as we know of, but a small computer that has input pins and output pins. Input pins can read from sensors such as temperature sensors, humidity sensors, air quality sensors, and light sensors, and so many other sensors, and also have output pins that can control motors, LEDs, LED displays, and also servos, and so many other things. And you can see just by reading sensors and controlling things, you can see all these unlimited projects that you can make with Arduino by typing out code, basically lines of instructions to the Arduino. And you may be wondering, well, what programming language does Arduino use? And that is C++. And basically that is the best programming language I believe that beginners should start with, because C++ requires you to be organized. And usually in all other programming languages, when you start getting really big lines of code, you need to be organized. And C++ requires that right at the beginning, requires you to actually learn how to be organized, which is extremely important. And so even beginners that are just planning to go into the field of technology can start learning Arduino, because Arduino covers two main sections in technology: hardware and software. Hardware, electronics, and software, programming, which is programming C++. And so you can see how beginners can get into this and see what field they like. And so I believe this is the best spot to start your journey with technology. Okay, so now you may be wondering, what are the advantages in using Arduino over using other microcontroller platforms? And the main reason is because Arduino is a perfect platform for beginners, and also most of the Arduinos are highly cost effective. And also they have such a big community and so many documents showing how they use the Arduino. And so basically you have a community that works together and helps solve problems, such as on the Arduino Project Hub, you can get on there and look at ways how to build some projects and also communicate in the Arduino forum, and plus in so many other forums on the internet. And also other benefits with Arduino is that they have all types of boards. You may have a board that you want to start with Arduino. You may want an Arduino board that is want to have one for that. You may want to have an Arduino board that has more output and input pins. They also have an Arduino board for that. You may need an Arduino that you can communicate to the other side of the world with. They have Arduinos that can communicate through Wi-Fi. They have so many Arduinos that can match your specific needs. And so basically that's where we're going next, is which Arduino you should get. And so basically there are all types of Arduinos, and there are Arduinos for like beginners, and there's Arduinos for intermediate and experts. And so basically the Arduinos for intermediates will be the Arduino Uno, the Arduino Nano, the Arduino Micro, and the Arduino Leonardo, if I got that right. And there's also Arduino boards for intermediates and experts, such as the Arduino Every, the Arduino Do, the Arduino Yan Rev, and the Arduino Giga, all one Wi-Fi. Hopefully I'm getting these names all right. But those are the Arduino boards that are more for intermediate exports, or more boards that are really advanced, that have more horsepower, and many other features. But I'm guessing that you are probably someone who's just getting started with Arduino, if you're watching this introduction video, and so I'm guessing that you are probably starting Arduino. And one of those boards is the Arduino Uno, and I prefer you get that one. The Arduino Uno is a cost-effective board, and it's the most popular Arduino board in the Arduino community, and it's the most documented Arduino board in the Arduino family. And so that really helps beginners start learning Arduino. Okay, so since I prefer the Arduino Uno, if you are just starting out with Arduino, I'm going to explain some things about the Arduino Uno. So the Arduino Uno uses a microchip called the ATmega328P microchip, and that microchip runs at a speed of 16 megahertz and has a flash of 32 kilobytes and has a RAM of 2 kilobytes. And so basically you may be wondering, what's the difference of flash and RAM? What's those two? Well, flash is basically where your code, the code that you write, is actually going to be stored. Okay, so it's going to be stored even if the Arduino is unplugged and powered off, or it's plugged in, it's going to be stored there. RAM is where just information that is going to be erased once the Arduino is turned off. It's going to be erased. And so that's basically temporary storage, basically for variables and numbers that we just need to store while the code is running. And so basically that is the difference of RAM and flash. And so now you may be wondering, how many input pins and output pins does it have? And so basically these are all the digital pins right here. These pins can be output and input. And so basically all these to 13 to 2 all digital pins. So we basically have 12 digital pins that we can use. There are actually 14 digital pins, including these two over here, but these two, we don't really use these since these are TX and RX. These are basically ways of communication, like communication to like a computer or another Arduino. And so basically we would just usually use these pins right here. So there's 12 digital pins that we can use. And basically it can output a digital signal. It could be high or low, and it can also read a high or low signal. Over here, these are analog input pins. Most preferably they're used for inputs, and basically analog input pins, it's going to be reading values that are not completely on or off, basically in between values. And so we have 6 analog input pins, and so those are the analog pins and those are the digital pins. And so basically that is the introduction to the Arduino. Arduino is a good platform for like students who are planning to go into technology, and also old or younger people. It doesn't matter what age or what experience you have, and you can make all sorts of projects such as drones, motion control cars, security systems, irrigation systems, so many things with Arduino. And if you want to learn those things, consider subscribing to the channel, liking this video. It will really help me out a lot. If you have any questions, comment down below. And so there's the short introduction for you all, guys. Thank you all. Have a great day. Bye.